learners, and then they respond to. If you did not watch the previous video on how to create a Google Classroom, kindly do so, because this is a continuation from our browser Chrome. You go to these 9 dots and then you go to Classroom. Once we are open, these are the classes that they have. Then you go to the particular class that I'm intending to assign the work, that is grade 6. Then from there, as a teacher, you can continue adding some other topics. To add a topic, for example, you go to create, then topic. In that topic, you are going to have, for example, the first topic, numbers. Then you add. After adding that one, you can now create an activity. You can create an activity, and this activity can be anything. Now, if you want to add another topic, you go there and then you say geometry, then you add. And then from there you can be able to drag and interchange. You click, hold and drag, such that now geometry will not be the first one, and you can continue adding like that one. Because I'm intending to have this one today, still in this lesson, very quickly, how we can add some drawings. I'll go to create, then assignment. Once it open, this assignment is about trapezium, and then circle, the trapezium. They are supposed to tackle. My students are supposed to circle the trapezium. Then I go to create. I want to create drawings, so they're not document, not slide, not sheet, not form, but drawing. I'll go to drawing. Then once I click, a pad will be open where I can make my drawings. I can change the background of this working area by right clicking on it, and then I go to background. I pick a color that I want, maybe that one. You can even change that color. You can have something like that one there. Then from there you can start. Look at this one. You are supposed to have the title here, which is trapezium, then you start by inserting. Or if you don't want to insert and want to phrase the question up here, you can start by inserting the question. Maybe you go to inserting the question that you want, you edit. So you go to insert, then you take this text box, you come and place it here, then you give instruction to your learners. Circle, you can use calculator, circle the trapezium, like that. They're supposed to circle. And then for them to work this one, you need different shape. You go back there, then you have shape. You start inserting shape. It's good to have shapes that are familiar, then that at least will confuse. Some you want to know whether learners can be able to recognize triangles, can be able to recognize other shapes. This is by giving different shape and request them to circle particular shapes. If they circle triangle, you may going to understand that particular learner cannot differentiate trapezium from triangle, because learners can be seeing shapes in different way. Some other we even take the arrowbars and say this one is a trapezium. So you want to give them as many shapes as possible, and then from there you can pick trapezium. Now I have trapezium there. With this trapezium I've picked, I want to copy it instead of keeping going back to insert and then doing the same. Then you can hold control and then you drag, you release to make a copy. You click control, then once you hold control, you click the diagram, you hold your mouse button, then you drag, and then you can see they are familiar. We can change them. We can rotate them to confuse learners, to challenge learners. Then once you click, it will be selected and it will be like that. Then there is this button here, this colored button here, like origin. Then you click on it, then you drag to keep changing. You can rotate, you can make it long, you can make it like that, the way you want it to be, but to remain a trapezium. Then the same to this one, you can do like that one, this one, and then you change, you keep changing like that. Then we leave it at that point. Then you have this one, and then you can look for another trapezium. There's another shape of a trapezium. You come there, you open your shape, then you look for that trapezium, a different trapezium. Now that we have picked this one, we are going to look for another one, because I believe there is another one. Yes, this one here. That's another shape. You can see it's also a trapezium. Then you can rotate it the way you want. It's also a trapezium. Why is it a trapezium? Because this side and this side are parallel. This one and this one, they are not parallel. And this one, I know it will challenge learners because it will look like something like a rectangle. Then there is another one, maybe the last one. We look for another one. The last one, I think this one. You can insert like that to look like a glass, but still it's a trapezium. Let's see whether they can get another shape from there. Can get another shape better. We have this one here. I hope I have not used that one is the same, so we are going to do that one. So these are the shapes that I have. Then I need to number them, and when I'm numbering them, I will not follow number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to challenge my learners as much as I can. So I go to insert, then that one, then I will type 1 there, and then I select it. Once I select that editing, then I come here to where we have the font size plus the sign. You add like that to increase the font size, and then you minimize the editing area like that. As I have told you, you hold Control, then you drag and release. Control, click and drag the mouse, Control, click and drag the mouse. You do the same. This is will make your work easier instead of inserting the editing text all the time. Just drag it. Then you are going to have number 1 there. Just add this one also here. Then this one will be number 1, this will be number 3 or number 5. Then we are going to have this one as number 3. We're going to have this one as number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can have this one as number 9. You can have this one as number 8. You can have this one as number 2. And you can have this one as number 4. Which one is remaining? We have number 2, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't have 6. You can have this one as number 6. Then learners will be forced to be very careful. Then from there, you will go to share. You want to share your work. You click share up there. Then this one, this link, the one that we have shared here, you need to add people to be shared. Then if you want to share that one to teachers, to the owner, you will say done. and then you will have completed your work. But still, you can make more editing of that work so that learners will be able to answer your work properly. Learners will be able to circle. So you go to your class now. Your work have been attached here. Now you have from your class, once you are through editing, you come back to your class. You can see there is we give the work heading, that is trapezium, but has not been reflected here. This one will be reflected once we assign. The moment we assign, this one will change. But for now, we need to do some setup. We need to give marks. Maybe this is out of 20 marks. And then under which date due, the last date. If that date corrupts, then the learner will not be able to do that work. So we need to set date. Let's give them 2 days. So due date, today's 24th, 26th up to 26th. Then time, 26, 23, 59, when the night of 26. Then from there, you need to set this part here, which is very important. How are learners going to work? Are they going to work on this teacher's copy? Sometimes they may need to interfere with it, but I want each learner to have his or her own copy. So I'm going to make a copy for each learner or each student, and student will be able to edit that one. So make a copy for each student. Student, if you said using this one, then student may not be able, will be able to edit your original copy, all of them. So this learner can change the same copy, the other learner can change the same copy. So you end up having a different copy, a different thing altogether. But let them have their own copy so that they can be able to edit. Then I'll select this one, make a copy for each learner, and then I will assign. As we have said, once we assign, this one will change. We assign. We want to see if this topic will change the moment we assign. Let's see. You can see it has changed. Then you can go down here to geometry. Then if you open that work, because you have only one student, that student have been assigned. Then I want to connect my mobile phone so that you can see a learner who is going to, how a learner using a mobile phone will see that. But that one now will be for another lesson. But if a learner logs in from here, can be able to see. So we are going to log now using the learner's email. I hope I have the credentials, because if we don't have, use a small letter. Let's go ahead. Let's see what it will be available. Let me see whether I'll be able to log in. Have not been able to log in, so bad. Let me see. Yeah, can I log in? Not now. So we go to learners. Now this particular learner is in this class, so we open and you can see my image is there as a teacher. I don't want to share, so I want the learner now will go to classwork. And the classwork will see the topic geometry. The geometry, there is this trapezium. Open that one and then view assignment. Then got it. So the learner will open that assignment, and then the learner was supposed to circle. we just come up here. The learner will come to insert, then you go to lines and pick scribble, and then identify all the trapezium, like this one and circle, this one and circle, that trapezium, this one and circle, that trapezium, this one and circle, this one and circle. All those are the trapezium that we have. Then the learner will come and say share, like that, and then done. Then after it is done, then the learner will go back to the class. This is why we have the activity. If you open that activity, it's circled. Then that's what we are expecting. Then after doing that, then the learner will add in. Then add in. Go back. As a teacher now, let me log in again as a teacher and see what the learner has done. See, I go to the class, is this one here. Now I'm logging in as a teacher. I go to classwork, and then I go to mark. You can even go to marks and see if there's any work that has been done. Once the work is done, you can see it's waiting for grading. I'll open that particular student work, then I come and open. There's one way of following, we're doing it, and then I will check. This is what the learner did, and then from here I will assign the marks 20 out of 20. Then I return that work. Then down here there is private conversation, maybe good, you met expectation. Remember, you must involve the learners through this private conversation here. Good, comma, you met expectation, maybe something positive, yes, keep up, that. Then you post. You have returned, then you post. Let's go back to learner. What will learner receive in his email? Go to learner again, all your learners. See what we have in the emails. What will the learner receive from the email? Now you can see learner will receive this email every time you in any activity, you assign any activity, your learners will receive notification. You can see good, you met expectation, keep up. That was one. There's another one here before that, marked. It is saying Lilian Samuel Wichimo has just returned trapezium. Trapezium marks are indicated there, 20 out of 20. Learner can open that classroom. Learner can open that classroom, trapezium, as a learner. Then from here, assigned learner. Now this is what the learner will see. Good, you met expectation. Then the learner can also return it to you. You can keep conversation with your learner. That is how you are supposed to do or to assign drawings activity in Google Classroom. Thank you and have a nice time. If you have a question, you can comment below and requests below on my YouTube channel, and then I will do that video concerning Google Classroom. Thank you.